You belong to the kingdom and you belong to Zion, and Zion is the place where God's people come together to worship and be discipled, to replicate. It's also where you minister. It's also where you use your gifts and talents and skills for the furtherance of the ministry, not just for the furtherance of your career. Remember, God blesses to you if he can go through you. That's where you use your gifts. I know you're tired. I know you've worked all week. But I remember when I was playing football and I'd come home and I didn't want my mother to ask me to do any work, and it would be after 2-a-days, and I'd come in and say, "Oh boy, I'm so tired. I think I'm going upstairs and rest." I'd scream it out because I didn't want her to ask me to do nothing. So I wanted to tell her when I got in the door, "Don't ask me." To which she would say, "You better get your ugly self up in this kitchen and wash these dishes and clean this floor." And she'd give me all this stuff to do. And I'd say, "Mama, I'm tired. I'm very tired." She would say, "Did you just tell me you were tired?" She said, "Let me explain something, boy. If tiredness were a criteria of function, your breakfast wouldn't be made, your lunch wouldn't be made, your clothes wouldn't be clean." She said, "If tiredness were a criteria of function, I'd have gotten rid of you today after you were born." What she was saying to me is, you can't get the benefits of the house and incur no responsibility in the house. What God is calling on men, kingdom men, to do is to step up. Paul tells in Timothy, he tells his son Timothy, when you go to the church at Ephesus, you tell the men to step forth and pray in every place. I want the men taking the lead in prayer, he says. I want the men lifting up their hands, their holy hands to God. I want the men front and center. Not because the women aren't critical, they are, but because God has called the men to lead his covenant, and the church is the new covenant of God. And so you just can't pass it off. Your mother will do it, your mother will do it, your mother will do it, your mother will do it. No, that's for me in my house. I'm the leader here. And yes, there are times you have to delegate to the wife. You can't be there, or there's the emergency. Yes, she's there to help. She's there to collaborate. She's not there to replace. And so what we have today is replacements taking place in the home and in the church. And as a result, Jerusalem is in trouble. Look at what he does.